Hello there, Cancer. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast. This forecast is for the week of March 31st through April the 6th. I am going to be pulling one card for each day. We'll pay attention to the cards and what comes up psychically to get the themes that are showing up for this week. Those of you who get something out of this video, please remember to put a thumbs up on it later. Give me some feedback, put some comments down below, let me know how I'm doing. Share this video out to others who you think may benefit from it as well, if you would. I appreciate all the support in helping the channel grow. Of course, if you want a private reading, I am available for those. You can find out all that information on my website listed on the screen. I don't know why this does not look straight on the camera. It looks straight to me. That's a little better. Okay, now let's get our weekend cards down. Let's take a peek at what we have, Cancers. Okay, so Monday, 5 of Cups coming up here. This talks about the idea of being somehow disappointed about something. It looks like it could be a very emotional day for this 5 of Cups. There's just so much water in this card. It's not just, some cups that are tipped over. We've got the bird actually in the water. So it could be pretty emotional for you, Cancer. So, you want to try to regulate and not be triggered by things. Try to look at things logically as they come up on Monday. Tuesday, we also have a 5 of Wands in reverse. Now, 5s do talk about things that are changing in our lives. And so when things change, a lot of times they're changing because they're leading us into something better, even though we may not be able to see it right at first. So I want you to be a little bit encouraged by these 5s actually showing up. 5 of Wands in reverse talks about this idea that there's some kind of competition going on that can potentially be a little bit toxic, but I think it leads you later on into something that feels better. But for Tuesday, I think it still feels toxic. For me, this type of competition is something like sibling rivalry or, something that is not exactly fair, something that's biased and skewed. All right, let's look at Wednesday. Wednesday, we have a King of Pentacles coming up in reverse. King of Pentacles talks about the idea that somebody may be coming up to us and wanting some of our resources, and what they're saying about what they want to do with those resources, probably it does not give us the full story. It might give us part of the story if we're lucky, but probably not the full story. So be aware if somebody is hitting you up for resources on Wednesday, you might want to find the rest of the story before you share those resources, if that's that important to you. That's going to be up to each of y'all. Then on Thursday, we have the Strength card coming up in reverse. This just says you may not be feeling 100% on Thursday. You may skip your trip to the gym. You're just not feeling like you're at full power, full strength on Thursday. Once we get to Friday, we have the Judgment card coming up in reverse. Judgment in reverse is a card that talks about something coming back from the past, whether it's a relationship, job opportunity, or whatever. Something coming back from the past. And with this Judgment card in reverse, we are saying, you know what, we don't really need that thing or that situation from the past. What we have now is better than that. And so we are giving that the head shake. No, move along. Move along. We're doing something else nowadays. So that's a nice one because it indicates that there's been some growth if you're not going to go back to that old thing. Now let's look at the weekend. We have the 2 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups coming up in reverse. So 2 of Pentacles basically says on Saturday, there is a lot going on. And it could be that things fall through the cracks if we're not careful about how we handle our routine, or maybe we even need to delegate some of the things that we're doing to somebody else who is qualified to take care of whatever it is we're delegating so that things don't fall through the cracks. Sunday, we have that 9 of Cups coming up in reverse. 9 of Cups just means Sunday you're feeling a little bit restless. You would like to do something that makes you feel more satisfied or more happy with what's going on in your life. So there's a little bit of a restless feeling showing up for me Sunday. Okay? So that can just inspire new plans for next weekend. Anyway, I do appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. Everyone have a fantastic week, and I'll see you back on the next live stream or the next video. Peace out.